wrapped up with our speakers. We're going to get to the question and answer in just a second. But one thing, there's been a lot of information thrown out here as far as websites and phone numbers, and that will be on our website, LakeCountyLAC.com. LakeCountyLAC.com. So we'll have all these listed, all these resources listed and available. One thing that I do want to mention, and I know Jim won't mind this because he's been doing this just like I have at every meeting that we have. At a local level, if you have any questions at all or need to get a hold of either one of us, my cell phone number is 707-349-2628, and Jim's number is 707-490-5480, and you can call us, either one of us, at any time. So with that, I'd like to open it up for some brief question and answers. I'd like to keep it short because I think a lot of your questions can be answered in the information that's gathered over at the tables. So we'll start right over here. Okay. No, I understand. And actually, we're attending a meeting tomorrow morning at 11. CAL FIRE still has work to do over there, making sure that it's safe for everybody. And they're actually making the call. I get it. And believe me, we want to help you. It's just like the gentleman that had the problem with the trailer. We want to help you. We want to take care of it. But a lot of these questions I don't have the answers to because I don't know when CAL FIRE will open it. A lot of what's going on up on Cobb has to do with the work that's going on with PG&E, Caltrans, other utilities. And what it amounts to is we can let everybody in right now, and then it would take weeks and months to get it done, trying to work around everybody, or we can wait a couple more days and let them finish their work and then get in. I understand the frustration, and we're doing everything we can to convince them to move the roadblocks. I've been working for the last week and got areas opened up that weren't even close to being affected, but they were within an area that was a convenient roadblock for Highway Patrol and CAL FIRE, and we were able to convince them to move them. So we'll continue to do that, but it should be within a few days. Yes, sir. For SBA, religious organizations, Sushil?
The definition of a private nonprofit would be anyone that's deemed non-essential by FEMA, so that would technically qualify.
So when I try to register properties, they don't seem to know what to do with it. I think there's a training issue.
Can we take that on the side? Absolutely. Thank you.
Okay, and then I'll try to repeat the questions too, so we don't have that issue. Yes, sir, right here. Internet for Mediacom. I didn't invite. I should have got him here. I don't have the answer to that. No. Yeah. If somebody does have an answer to that, if you could come up and off the side here. I'm sorry. Okay, go ahead. Is AT&T going to be spreading DSL farther than they have been? Where did Preston go? Yeah.
That's not a plan right now.
It's not a plan right now. Yes, ma'am. Assistance available for erosion control measures. Who is doing erosion control? Rick? What particular area? Middletown? I think so. I mean, we're very mindful of what the weather is going to be doing, and I think that's one of the things that I've been talking with them, or what their concerns have been, that they want to get the cleanup done and the erosion control taken care of. But a lot of the areas that need erosion control aren't necessarily a building site, so yeah, I'm sure that would happen. In fact, I know for a fact they're using a lot of the trees that they're cutting down, and they're chipping that and using that for erosion control right now in some of the hills up along there. Yeah, Monica.
I just want to add that Farm Bureau is offering erosion control.
Farm Bureau is offering erosion control, and their number is 263-0911. Is that right?
That's right.
0911. Okay. Yes, ma'am. Rick Coel, that's a good question. The question is, are building permits and fees going to be waived? What's going to happen? It's going to be at different stages. If you have insurance, your insurance will pay for it, correct? If you don't have insurance, we have other assistance available for that. A landowner is not going to be responsible for their permit fees if they don't have insurance. Or, I'm sorry, what? Will they be the current fees? Yes, yes, yeah. And the reason is, that's what funds our building department. You know, that's what funds that. You're not going to have to pay that. Either insurance will, or there'll be other assistance, correct?
That's what we're trying to set up.
Yeah, we're working on that policy right now. Patsy. Same kind of deal. Yes. The question was about the sewer that's going to be capped and then hooked back up. Mark, am I speaking to that right? That's the same kind of deal. Yes. Yes, insurance. Insurance will pay for it if you. Yeah, insurance will pay for it if you have insurance. If you don't have insurance, there will be other assistance. Back here, sir. There was. The problem is a lot of your phone lines were burned up before that went out. Okay, that's a sheriff's office question, but I do know I've heard him answer that question a few times, and that reverse 911 did go out. There were some glitches in it because of the damage that was done so fast. I don't, sorry. Yes, ma'am. Absolutely, yes. Rick? What?
We're still working on the details. We are looking at contracting with an outside firm that provides building and plan review services. We have to gauge that with the workload and with all the damage that has to be cleaned up before work can start. We think it's going to be a couple of months still, but we will be prepared. Yeah, so that was for this week because all 14 of my staff have been working nonstop on records and everything else that we needed to get to CAL FIRE. As I posted on our website, that will end Monday, the 28th.
Yeah, and I'd like to say that too. You know, there are some up here that are county employees, some of our sheriff's office employees, firefighters. These people, I'm finding out daily, folks that have been working through this whole entire process, not doing their regular jobs, and so a lot of that's been falling behind, but they've been working at the Emergency Operations Center, they worked on evacuations, they're working on helping us trying to find housing for people, and it turns out that they too lost their homes. So the loss is so widespread and so broad with everybody that we're doing the best we can right now, but we're creating these policies and procedures to make sure that when we do start within days, that's what we're working on, within days. It's not going to be weeks or months. I'm gonna take a couple questions over here if there are any. No? Okay, we'll go back over here. Yes, sir, up here on the top. Your water system? I'm not sure where your water system is. The one in town? Right here in Middletown? I don't know. I don't know the details of that. We can find that out, but I honestly don't know. Yes, ma'am? They'll be open to building styles. You mean architecture? Okay, the question is, are we going to be open to different styles of building?
Okay, so yeah, the county zoning code is rather flexible when it comes to architectural design. The issue for any non-traditional construction is that it needs to be designed by an engineer. Still need to meet California Energy Code, the current fire codes. If you can meet all those requirements, then in most cases, yes, you can do those alternative designs. A little more difficult in a situation like Hidden Valley where there's CC&Rs, but when you get outside of that, a lot of flexibility.
Mr. Schnabel, just one more question, sure. Where did Todd go? I'll have Todd come up and answer that here in just a second. Back here.
what's the source of heavy metals before 1980? Was that after? I apologize. I was talking with contractors. I need to get as many of them as I can. After 1980, they're still flashing. Right now, my house is built. It has a metal flashing up top that's pure lead. You have zinc. You have copper. These are all arsenic. These are all building materials that once you burn down, depending upon how the house was created, you have that copper arsenic treated wood. All that burns down and makes an ash. There's where the metal is. Are 1980 homes better than yes. But if you take samples of that stuff, you still have heavy metal. So please, keep kids out of those lots. Wear respiratory protection. That help? I would not play next to a lot that burned down, yes. That would be my recommendation for kids. We're going to start watering those lots within the next week.
Okay, I'm going to have Rick Coyle come in and answer the question about the ag-related barn.
Okay, agricultural buildings, if your property, if you have several acres, if you have farm animals, if the amount of agricultural use justifies the size of the building, we can approve those. If it's 10 acres or more, there's no permit required. It's exempt from permit fees. It's just a planning, site plan review that's over the counter for the most part.
Okay, another question? Over here. And I know there's tons of questions, so hopefully they can answer them over here at the table. This won't be the last one of these that we have. We'll try to have more of them as the information comes up. And thank you all. Yes, sir. Trash service going to start again. That's the one person I didn't invite. Do you have my phone number? Well, that's what I thought. Yeah, I thought it was. Already. Where are you? What area? Okay, I think it's going to be, came to us, it's going to start regularly. Okay. So, okay, again, thank you all for coming so much. We appreciate your time. And we have MediaCom available, information available too for the gentleman that had the MediaCom question.